And we are live.
Hooray.
Yeah. Did it.
We've
We're
done
here.
it. Yay.
John, how was the expo?
It was all right. I
Yeah.
only went for one day.
Okay.
I
Makes
bought
sense.
stuff, as you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why we only get a 1 day pass now, because we just go to buy things and then leave. Buy
Yeah.
things, say hi to our friends, and leave. It seems pretty sensible.
What day
You
did
didn't
you
go
go?
meet any celebrities?
There were celebrities I wanted to see, and a couple that I wanted to see didn't even go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael J. Fox canceled, and so did Paul Rubens.
Oh, I didn't know that. Paul Rubens canceled as well. They kind of had nothing
Paul-
this year then.
Paul Rubens was pretty... Well, it had Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Who's Paul Rubens?
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee-wee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had 4 cancellations, but they still had like Jason Momoa. They had Jeff Goldblum, a bunch of
Will
the voice
Wheaton?
actors. Will Wheaton, oh, he's always there.
And he's still a celebrity.
That's true. It had a bunch of the Steven Universe voice actors. They had a bunch of the Dragon Ball voice actors. Who else did I see there at least? They had Carrie Ills, or I forget how you say his name, the dude from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lou Ferrigno was there, the
Oh,
Incredible
yeah,
Hulk.
that's right.
Lou Ferrigno.
I'm-
Oh, man.
I mean, they had some good guests still.
Yeah. No one I'm interested in.
I mean, there were a couple I was interested in, but not like $100 photograph or a signature interested.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think there's anyone I would do that for. So,
It is a bit of a tall order, no matter what.
Yeah. It can be for sure.
yep.
So you got some stuff for your game clearing and streaming and all that, I'm assuming, that you can't
Yeah,
talk about.
Well, I mean, I can quickly show you the backs of it, I guess.
Okay.
Here it is. Uh-oh, I almost broke something. Here's Tower of Video Games. This is mine.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot.
Any specific ones you can call out?
I mean, I've been working on completing NES.
Oh.
I am 15 games away.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, that licensed, I should say, licensed NES games. If I'm
Okay.
counting unlicensed, then it's more like 50.
Still not bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Are you like at the point where it's sports games now?
You know what? I can tell you that in a second. Give me a second, because I conveniently have them all listed online.
Or are
So
you
I
at
can
the
just look
point
them up
where
on my phone.
they're all $300 now?
They're the only actually expensive game on there is Stadium Events, but I've literally got a note written next to that says "ha ha ha no."
Okay.
So let's say we're not getting Stadium Events.
Right.
So you're not going to
Uh,
finish your collection.
Well, no. Well, so here's the thing: Stadium Events is literally world class track meet with a different logo and sticker.
Right. But if it comes
But
down
the
to
price-
it where that's the one you have left and you find it for a decent price, I think you'll get it.
No, it's $10,000.
Okay, you're right. There's no way you'll get that. That's
What if-
dumb.
That's stupid.
That's dumb.
What if someone was going to sell it to you for $500?
Well, fuck yeah, of course.
Okay.
Dude, for $500, I would buy it and
500
resell
versus
it.
10,000. That's a huge difference.
Okay. I still think $500 is a lot for a NES cart.
It is. You're totally right. But when it's discounted from $10,000,
Yeah.
Okay. What if someone's going to sell it to you for $5,000?
no,
No.
no.
How much would you spend? What's the highest?
Triple digits. That's it. I'm never going quad.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. So 999 is
Yep.
the very highest.
Yeah. Pretty much $1,000 would be the absolute cutoff.
Yeah.
And that would only be because that game would be 90% off at that price.
That's so dumb. That's a dumb amount of money.
At that point, I would buy 2 and then sell the other to justify buying.
No
them
kidding.
both.
Jesus.
It's so dumb. Yeah, the only really expensive game I have left is Stack Up, which is the other Rob the Robot game.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
Okay.
Because you need to get the parts for it if you want to actually play it.
Right. Okay. Makes
Other
sense.
than that, I think Cool World is $100, but everything else is like 20 to 30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let me see here. I got a couple of friends giving me. So the ones I'm missing still: Bases Loaded 4,
Okay.
Break Time, the National Pool Tour,
All right.
Okay.
Cool World, which is based off that movie with Brad Pitt.
Yep.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
F-15 Strike Eagle.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, made by Taito Software, because apparently there are 2 Last Crusade games.
Oh. Okay.
The other one's done by Ubisoft.
All right.
One of my friends has got those coming. George Foreman's KO Boxing.
George Foreman. Wow. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Miss Pac-Man, specifically the licensed version, the Namco one.
Okay.
The Mutant Virus.
Never heard of it.
Stack Up, which is the Rob game.
Yeah.
Stadium Events, which is the Never Gonna Buy game.
Yeah.
And WWF King of the Ring.
Okay. Is
All
that
right.
one like hard to find? Because that seems like that would be
You'd think. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's weird.
interesting. Okay.
And I got a friend who's holding on to Battleship, James Bond Jr.,
Oh God. That sounds awful.
Clash Ball, and
Clash
Star
Ball.
Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Pretty
so
good.
close to being done. It'll be nice to have another one off the list.
Yeah.
Problem is, I'm running out of room for NES. I don't know how well that's even in shot right now.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's noticeable.
It's very, very noticeable.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't know you were that close, honestly.
I didn't either until I started writing a list down. I'm like, oh God, well, I might as well finish it now.
Yeah.
In case you die soon, right?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
my main concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I went and saw Infinity War.
Yeah.
How was it?
I enjoyed it.
I have to wait a week or so. Like I wasn't able to this weekend. I work and then I'll see it on the day I'm off next week. So I need to stay out of that part of the internet, which is like all of the internet, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard to go
It's good.
into
I
it
enjoyed
as
it. There's
blind
some
as
really
possible.
cool moments. It's a fun time. I would recommend it. If you've seen the other ones, definitely see it.
Okay.
If you haven't seen the other, like a bunch of the Marvel movies, I don't know what you're gonna miss a lot of stuff, but I mean, I'm sure it's still good.
Yeah.
I want to go see it again.
Okay. I hear it's very actiony, like
Yep.
very actiony. So that's
Sure.
good.
Yeah, they got a lot of superheroes.
Yeah. Does it feel like muddled because of so much shit going on? Like all the that's my biggest worry is
how
that
many actors and actresses are
yeah,
in it?
like there's so much that they all kind of take away from each other a little bit.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because I was probably like caught up in the excitement the first
Okay.
time I saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the second viewing will probably be pretty important. There's definitely a lot of like down and like quieter moments,
Sure.
which I'm sure helps with the pacing.
Sure.
I will say that so I went opening night, and we had a really good group
Yeah.
of people in the crowd because like anytime a character would come on screen for the first time, like the whole theater just like cheered.
Yeah.
So that was just like really fun.
Mhm. I think
They
it's
were
the
excited.
one time I would really want like a rowdy crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun to see like which characters like the whole crowd would cheer for, and then like another one would show up, and it's like, oh, they didn't get much of a cheer. I guess no one really cares about Falcon. I guess.
Poor guy.
I think Spider-Man I think got the biggest cheer. Black Panther got a pretty big cheer when he showed up.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a fun time. So
Yeah.
I'll probably see it again within the week,
Cool.
especially because I have Movie Pass, so it's free. Why not?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I'm excited to see it actually. I was really bummed I couldn't make it this weekend because I really don't want it to be spoiled for me. I'm not usually the one to get like shitty about spoilers and stuff because I kind of don't care. This one I just like, yeah, I wanted to go.
The
into
hype
it
is
blind.
real for this movie. Like,
Yeah, like even Star Wars, I didn't care if people like spoiled something. I don't care really. This one is different for me. I don't know why. Maybe because it feels like the last like half of my life has been building up to this movie.
right. It's kind of just like crazy, like what they pulled off. Like all of these
Yeah.
movies kind of pointing to this. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely like an event that
Oh,
like
for sure.
Yeah, like what else has been similar to this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Nothing.
like sports, but that's not even like that long. That's one season building to the finals, right?
Yeah. Even then, yeah, I don't know. I don't think anything has built up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you don't get spoiled.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause,
But
yeah.
I also want to see. There was another movie that was out that I wanted to see, but I can't remember what it was. I did watch the two Thor movies. I didn't really talk about like back to
Which two?
back.
There's three of them.
Well, the last two, because I had seen the first one. I hadn't seen the other two.
It's good that you saw Thor 3, because Infinity War picks up like minutes after Thor 3 ends.
Okay, I could definitely see how that would work out for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think people gave too much shit to Thor 2, man. That movie's whatever. It's fine.
That's weird. I liked Thor 2. I thought
Yeah,
Thor
I
2
thought
was
it was
fine.
fine. I heard
I
a lot of people just say, "Oh, it's easily the worst movie ever made." It's like, what are you talking about? Come on.
Nah,
well,
man, that was Thor. That was Thor 1.
Yeah, I don't know with the Thor movies. I remember liking Thor 1, and then when I watched it for the second time, I kind of disliked
Yeah.
it. I've
Yeah.
only seen Thor 2 once. I remember not enjoying the comic relief in that movie, but overall enjoying it. But again, I've only seen it one time.
But Loki gets to actually do stuff in that finally.
There's some cool moments in Thor 2 for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think Thor 3 is great. I think it's very funny.
I felt like Thor 3 should have been two movies because both things that they do, I felt maybe deserve more time.
I can see that. I can see that.
But yeah.
Or like the Planet Hulk thing and all that. Or
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that deserved to be its own movie, and then, Ragnarok itself deserved to be a huge big thing, but whatever. It's fine. They paced it somehow to work.
There's a really good deleted scene with Jeff Goldblum from that movie floating around while he's having like this weird like tentacle sex thing going on.
That makes sense.
I would recommend looking that up. That's on the internet,
I mean,
which is pretty funny.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that movie's good. That Infinity War.
Yeah. I'm glad to see like at least for me, with all the hype, like I didn't come in saying like, oh, it was not as good as people said. Like I feel like it's as good as everyone's saying, and I feel like a lot of people are saying that.
Sure. Yeah. Cool.
But let's do a podcast.
Oh, okay.
It's the top-down perspective for April 29th. John's here.
you know,
Paul's here.
Hi, that's me.
Yeah, and I'm Sean, and I'm here too. Let's see what your guys' lists are, so I can pick. Let's talk about what I've been playing.
Yeah.
All
right.
That good, huh? That good.
So okay, the first game, Subsurface Circular. I actually played. I should have talked about it in the last episode, and I just completely forgot about it,
Okay.
which is surprising because I think I finished it like the day we recorded, but I don't know why it just slipped my mind. This is from Mike Bithell, who you might know made Thomas Was Alone, and he made like a Metal Gear Solid kind of clone game. I forget what it was called.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't remember either.
This is branded as like a Mike Bithell short, I guess because it's a small like short little game,
Yeah.
and it is. It's only about 2 hours, I would say, but it's also $5. In fact, it was on sale for a while for like, I want to say like 20% off. So I think I got it for like $4. I guess that would be $4 if I do the math. I played it on the Switch. I think it's only on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's on Steam. I don't know. It's definitely on Switch. And I would actually recommend it on Switch. It's primarily a visual novel with really light puzzling involved in it.
It is
you
on
play
Steam.
as a. It is on Steam?
Yep.
Okay. Again, I'd recommend the Switch version. I'll get into why in a little bit.
Mhm.
You play as this robot detective who the whole world is basically like there's robot like assistants everywhere. And there's humans as well. So, some kind of future. And you're riding on the Subsurface Circular, a underground subway that, and it runs in a circle.
Yeah.
And so there's robots getting on and off the train. And one robot reaches out to you and realizes, oh, you're a detective. Hey, robots are going missing. can you look into this? My friend has been missing for weeks, and we keep, robots are appearing missing. So you stay in your seat, and as you get to each stop, some robots come off, some robots come on, and you just kind of talk to them and go through dialogue trees. The whole game is basically just kind of going through dialogue trees,
Okay.
talking to different robots and like learning, what their role is, and you kind of learn like how robots are deemed through humanity and how they interact with humanity and stuff like that. So you get a good picture of what the world's like. And as you talk, you get these like talking points that'll pop up, and they're kind of like your items or your inventory, because you can then, like, while you're talking to them, pick a talking point and then talk about that specific thing. So
Okay.
you can talk about like disappearances or like this one shady character that people keep mentioning. Like, hey, do you know anything about this guy? And you just go through, and some characters will help you, and then some will be like, oh, this robot's straight up broken and you need to figure out the cipher, but they came in with a buddy. I'm going to talk to its buddy to figure out what the cipher is. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to like fix this robot. So there's some really light puzzle solving, but primarily it is a visual novel if you're going to get into it. The reason I say you should get the Switch version is it actually connects to the accelerometer in the Switch. So if your Switch moves, the train kind of shakes a little bit, which is kind of nice, because that's exactly what like a train would do. So I play a lot of my handheld Switch games on a train when I go to
Sure.
and from work.
Yeah.
So it would just like jostle while my train was kind of going, and it just kind of seemed like supernatural, which was just like, oh, this is kind of just like really cool. Like, it's just a small little subtle effect.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is super neat.
Okay.
That's why I would recommend the Switch one. Just because, and even if you're not on a train, just kind of any natural motions you have will kind of jostle it, which will just kind of make it more realistic.
How long is it?
Again, it's like 2 hours.
2-ish? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real short, but again, the game is $5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. The story was kind of interesting. They do some cool stuff with like like, I don't know, just sci-fi robot narratives, and there's some stereotypical stuff in there. There's some new concepts and whatnot. There's some jokes. I enjoyed it. That was a fun little thing.
Cool.
And then I've been playing God of War.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on this a little bit because I've also been playing it.
Where are you?
I am at... I'm going to say maybe 2 hours in.
Oh, so you're okay. You barely scratch the surface.
You know, when you talk to like the blacksmith dude or whatever, the first time?
Brock?
Yeah, Brock.
That guy is great.
Yeah. I
That guy
think
is
I'm
super
about...
funny.
I think I'm there. That's where I had to stop. So, yeah, not far in at all. Maybe even like an hour and a half.
Okay, I'm gonna say that game doesn't get like going until you get to the lake.
Okay.
Because you get to the lake, and I think the lake's probably about 4 or 5 hours in.
I mean, I feel like it
that's
gets
when-
going right away, honestly.
No. You hey, sit down, boy. That when you get to the lake, you get your boat.
Yeah.
That's when you can start getting side quests,
Oh, I
and
see.
you get to like explore the world. And I gotta tell you, this is like one of the first games in a while, maybe, yeah, in a while, where like the side quest stuff is extremely worth doing.
Even more so, you like Origins a lot, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this is way cooler side quest stuff.
Sure.
For example, I'm gonna do one brief example. Again, this is pretty early on in the game. You encounter a dragon, just like a straight up dragon that has been chained to the ground,
Okay.
and you have to try and free it while it's being like hostile and shooting fireballs at you. And this is just a random side
Yeah,
quest.
I mean, that sounds like God of War. That's a God
Yeah.
of War thing. That's fine. Yeah.
That was very cool. When I came across that, I was like, "Whoa, this is very, very cool." So I would say the lake is definitely a big moment. So if you're playing God of War and you're feeling like this is not my thing, wait until you get to the lake and play a bit more.
How far in are you then, hour-wise?
I don't know hour-wise. I did every side quest on the lake I could find, and I'm just past that. I mean, if people are playing it, I just got to the... Oh, I think it's called like the foothills, and it seems
Okay.
like another kind of open area-ish, maybe
Alright.
a bit smaller than the lake. I don't know. I haven't explored too much,
All right, cool.
but this game is a lot. There's a lot of puzzles, a lot more puzzles than like the old God of War.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like pulling a crank and then throwing your frozen axe to like hold it in place while you do something else.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the game?
So the thing about this game is that, like, the thing I like about God of War always was how the combat was. Like, I liked playing those games, and this is completely different than that in that way. And
Yeah.
which is a little bit of a bummer because, like, the way it plays is like how games of that genre play now, like the third person action RPG type thing. That's just how they kind of all play. I kind of liked, well, I really like Bayonetta and like Platinum Games for the reason I liked God of War before, where it's just crazy actiony, like killing a bunch of dudes and ripping them up and stuff. And you'd still do that, but it's a much slower, methodical thing now.
Yeah, it actually kind of reminded me of Hellblade.
In a lot of ways, but not so quick timey for sure.
Yeah, but just kind of like, because you're like really close up on the back, and it's just a lot of like dodging the attack, going in for a few hits.
Oh yeah, they're
dodging the attack.
Those motherfuckers are not afraid to come at you from behind and swing their axe at you when you're doing a thing.
For sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot more.
Speaking of axes, I love Kratos' axe.
Kratos' axe is pretty good. I mean,
throwing that axe and then hitting triangle to like bring it back. Like
it's Thor's hammer for Kratos.
There is just something about like whipping that axe back from wherever it's lodged into that is just so satisfying, and like the sound it makes, it's just like thunk.
It's satisfying to like throw it with the heavy attack into a small dude and then kill them by ripping it back out.
Sure.
No, it's super satisfying for sure. That being
I also
said,
like throwing it somewhere, leaving it there for a while, and then when I summon it, you just hear all the things it's like crashing
through. Yeah, no, it's really well done for sure.
And it's just like a split second longer than usual, but it's just like clink, 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 and you're just like, oh, it's on now, boy.
I think the strength of the game is that it does all that stuff really well. It's just that the combat isn't exactly what I want. Just the that's the biggest gripe I have with it. It does everything else. Like, this is actually what you should think of when you think of AAA games, though. It's like perfect in all those regards. It's a big, beautiful, well thought out story with like methodical and well planned out mechanics, and like it's super good. And then any other year where Monster Hunter World doesn't come out, it's probably my game of the year. But like,
sure.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah, it's What?
We're getting a question in the chat right now.
Okay.
Kimberly's asking, you don't have to play the other God of War games to play this one, right? I heard somewhere that it was a good one to start with, but I want to make sure. So this one actually, it does take place after those other games, but it is just so unimportant.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to jump in, like go right ahead. It does not even matter. This is such like a kind of, as you were saying, like a different beast.
It's totally different.
It plays so different.
Yeah.
I do like that the other games did happen.
For sure.
Because you kind of know Kratos' backstory, or you know like what he was capable of and stuff. Like, it's this isn't really spoilers, but in other games, he's very angry and he killed all the gods.
Yeah.
In that mythology.
To the point where he had to go to a different mythology for more gods to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know we were joking about that for a while. Like, who's left for him to kill?
Yeah.
The answer is Norse mythology. Norse mythology in general.
Go fight Thor, and this one has some of that. Like the world serpent is in that, and a reference like Yggdrasil, or however you pronounce that.
Yggdrasil.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, and yeah, he's still like, even though I say the combat's slower, dude's still fucking pissed, dude. Holy shit.
He can get angry. I haven't seen him like super angry, but there is that one fight early on with the stranger or whatever it was.
No, but like it's a seething, like actually scary rage now. It's not just like a screaming, cartoony, I'm gonna kill everything. It's like, oh, I don't want to fucking talk to that guy. Like, he's actually
you know what it's actually kind of like? It's like when your parents just say like, hey, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. That's kind of what it is.
It's kind of like that, but like if your parents could like punch a god through the earth when they say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but that this game is definitely like grabbed me. I'm just constantly like wanting to go back and like see more of the world, see more of what they're gonna throw at me, because there's a lot of weird stuff in that game.
Totally.
I just kind of want to be in that world and explore it because it is really fun. Like I'm enjoying the combat. I'm enjoying maneuvering around and seeing the little tasks they have for me and throwing my axe at stuff.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I have to play more of it, but from what I've seen so far, and if they keep building on that, like it sounds like they do, it might be the perfect game. Like, easily. It's so good.
Of all time.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I hear and the combat seems like it gets quite interesting if I'm looking down the skill tree. Like
Yeah.
there's different stances you can do if you like pause mid combo and stuff.
That's
It
actually
seems
what
like
I'm
it's
looking forward
surprisingly
to.
deep.
Because it feels a little too basic right at the beginning for me, I guess is the biggest problem I have. Because you have the one weapon, and you don't, like, the big thing at
Well,
the beginning
you
is
have
you're
your light attack,
using
you have
your
your heavy
kid.
attack. The
Like,
kid is basically like a ranged attack.
yeah.
And I think I don't know if I don't think you're quite there yet, but eventually kid, the game says like, hey, he is now more confident, and the kid starts fighting on his own. Like he'll
Yeah.
just jump on a dude and
No,
start
he does
stabbing
that,
them.
like, right away. That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
soon. That's
Okay.
basically after the stranger that he starts doing that. More, anyway.
Mm, no, I think it's then he must get like another upgrade that I'm thinking of because there was
Okay.
definitely like a tone shift where the kid was like not waiting around and like he was attacking first and all this other stuff.
Oh, it's probably after he kills a dude. I remember. There's a part where,
Maybe, yeah.
yeah, he
I think
murks
maybe
somebody.
it might be that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I hear there's a perk I'm waiting to get. This sounds really good. Is when you like summon your axe, when it like Kratos grabs it, he does like a jump, like he uses the momentum from the axe to like slam down. That sounds like it's gonna be that's gonna be my go-to. Like let's start the fight.
Yeah.
Because right now I think my start is I have one where if I'm sprinting at someone and then hit the attack button, he does like a 360 axe attack into the guy, which is pretty enjoyable and
Yeah.
satisfying.
I do like that they have like a parry system essentially for
Yep.
counter attacks and stuff like that. Like it's deep enough, but I know it's going to get deeper and I'm just more excited to see what I can
Yeah.
unlock.
And there's a lot of things to like find and like explore. I'm constantly like looking in the sky either for like ravens or for just ruins and like off beaten paths. There's a lot of treasure chests just hidden around.
Yeah.
So it's a good time. How do you find just like the son and like the interactions with his
Oh,
son?
I mean, Kratos is like the worst dad ever, but also
Oh, yeah.
like has really great advice, which is a weird dichotomy in its own way. Like for their time and their situation, he's like the perfect person you would want teaching you how to survive. It's
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
There's definitely been multiple times where I was like, Kratos is not winning any Dad of the Year awards. Like he takes absolutely no shit. He also just refers to his son as boy,
As
like
boy.
in every scenario. He's just like,
Sure.
boy, read this.
Yeah.
What does this say? Because I guess Kratos can't read.
He can't read the runes, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
because that's
so
not his they're not
language.
in Rome anymore. Yeah.
I guess that's true. But I mean, like he could have tried to learn anything. It's not
Kratos,
like he was
you
doing
think he
anything
can
else
learn
in the
anything but
forest.
kill people?
But kill, yeah. He spent all of his time fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, he did learn a new way to kill, so technically.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
With this axe.
That axe is real dope for sure. It's
Yeah,
the
but
highlight.
Brock is a really good character. I enjoy him quite a bit. He's pretty funny every time you talk to him. Yeah, all the upgrades seem pretty substantial. There's a loot system in the game. It's not like you're finding loot all the time, but when you like complete side quests, you'll get like bonus like enchantments and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoy like, putting what are they called? There's like slots in all of your like armor you can put stuff in. So I have a pretty good like area of effect freeze attack I can do.
Yeah.
And that stuff's fun. Like you can customize how you want to fight quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it's real cool for sure.
It's a really fun game. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
When we're
that's
done
one
this,
that like
we
when
can
we're
play it.
done it, we could like do a spoiler cast on it or something.
That'd be a good
Talk
one. Yeah,
super
that might be a good
in-depth.
one to do. Yeah. Yep. That's a good idea.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I played. Paul, why don't we finish you up?
Yeah. So I was playing a game called The Adventure Pals, and I actually bought this for the like trip to Japan and to play there, but like I didn't play it on the plane that much, and then when you're somewhere you're not gonna just play video games, obviously. I played more of it when we got home, and I'm a few hours into it now. It's a cute little platformer done much in the animation style of like an Adventure Time or something. It's by a developer called Massive Monster, I guess. I guess they did like a bunch of cutesy little iOS type games and stuff. They have a few things to their name, nothing I've ever played before. But this is a small 2D platformer where you are a boy with a
They've made a
pet.
ton of iOS games.
Yeah. You are a boy with a pet rock and a giraffe in your backpack to go save your father who gets kidnapped.
Yeah, this art style is like pretty great. Like
The art style is very cute, for sure.
it's like really big eyes. There's definitely an Adventure Time aesthetic to this for sure.
Yeah. So the giraffe in your backpack is like your utility creature, I guess, where he spins around really fast like a helicopter, his like head and neck to like slow you down on falls, and he's used as a grapple and like as a tool to grab onto things that you can like move or whatever.
I just like regular giraffes in the
Just
wild.
like yeah, just like any giraffe in the wild for sure.
Yeah,
And
when they extend their necks out.
and your pet rock is collects stuff, and you get like upgrades for your pet rock to do whatever. Like there's a level up system, and every time you level up you get a choice between 3 things you can take. And right now I have my pet rock does like he circles around me like a shield and does damage to things that he hits.
So he can fly?
Yeah, he flies around you.
Okay.
He's a magical pet rock.
I mean, of course, just like a regular rock in the wild.
Exactly. It's just like a wild rock, exactly.
Yeah.
And I also just upgraded him so that when there isn't combat or something going on, he'll kind of venture off by himself to bring back like an item, so like potions or bombs or just
That is
whatever.
a very helpful rock.
It's a pretty helpful rock for sure.
Best rock in video games,
It's-
possibly.
you know, we'd have to do a list, but it's probably up there. He's a pretty
Name
good
a
rock.
better rock.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages is a good rock.
Okay, all right. Can you name one more? Because I bet that was the only one you had.
We're not counting
Boulder
like
from
rock
Indiana
Pokemon.
Jones.
What was that, John?
The boulder from Indiana Jones.
No.
I would argue that one sucks because it tries to kill you.
I mean, okay, then then Paul's question is correct. Like, what are we adding? Pokemon? Like a Geodude is basically
Geodude?
just a rock with arms.
I think Pokemon actually do count. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe Geodude's up there.
Kind of any rock Pokemon in general, I guess, would count.
Sure. Yep.
And there's a lot of those. Yeah, it's a cutesy platformer that isn't too hard. Obviously meant for probably like younger kids, but not like very young, not like 6 to 8 sort of thing. Probably like 8 up, because there's
Like, is it really easy or something?
it's pretty easy. It's getting harder. I'm on the second island, whatever that means. Like
So wait,
there's-
you're on like World 2.
I guess, but like it's hard to explain. It kind of just like takes you back and forth between the islands as well.
Okay.
So like I'm still going back to island 1 to do certain things after I do certain things on island 2. So I'm not really sure how to like count where I am. I guess like my character is like level 10 or 11. And
Okay.
yeah, when I started he was like level 2. So
And is this set up like levels? Like there's like 1-1,
no,
1-2.
it's more like a weird open world thing where you unlock levels you can go into. So
So wait,
Imagine,
so is
like-
it like a Metroidvania game?
no, not really. Imagine like a Mario 3 map, right? Like an overworld where there's a bunch of little dots you can move to in a line to
And then you go into a level. So
You go
it
into-
is like 1-1 and then 1-2.
It's kind of like that, but they're not like 1-1 and 1-2 necessarily. They're just like they have like names for them, kind of like a Donkey Kong thing would have
Okay,
like
but okay, but there's like a
The
you'll go
structure
into a
you're
platform
talking
level.
about.
There's a start and an end.
yeah, there's a start and an end. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. But they're not like linear, and they kind of make you go back and forth to different things, and it's weird.
Oh, okay.
They just kind of
Okay.
throw you around. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been like the cute little thing to play in between moments. I can play a real video game like God of War, which hasn't been too much
Whoa.
lately. Yeah. But for like $15 on Steam or Switch, I think it's totally fine if you're looking for a 2D platformer. It has a bunch of little things you can collect cupcakes, and then you feed the cupcakes to a fat cat who gives your rock or you little hats you can wear. It just
This game sounds just delightful.
it's just delightful, cute bullshit. But like it's totally fine for $15 or whatever. And
Okay.
I'm playing it on Switch. I would recommend it because I just think Switch is the better way to play this type of game.
Because then you can play it portably.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay.
But it is on Steam as well. And again, that is The Adventure Pals.
I think I saw it was on Xbox as well. I think it's on a bunch of stuff.
I'm sure it's on everything. Yeah. This might be their first real game because I'm looking at their site here and it looks like everything else they've worked on seems to be, anyways, an iOS game of some sort. They have another game coming out soon called Never Give Up. So I guess I'll bookmark that for now and take a look at what the hell that's going to be. But, yeah. Other than that, I guess I'll just say we've started playing D&D again. And, that's been super, super fun. And I'm so excited to play more of that because that's been absolutely crazy. We've been doing 5th edition where I'm playing a monk, and that's been interesting for sure.
And you're streaming this, right?
I am, yeah. We've been doing
Okay.
it well, our next one is on next Sunday on the 6th, but just been doing it whenever we can all get together because, when you're older and have a life, it's hard to set aside a day sometimes
For sure.
for
For sure.
everybody. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be playing some tabletop RPG again with a friend of mine who is DMing. He's not a new DM, but I have never played with him before, and he's fucking dope at it. So it's been really fun.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
That's it for me though.
John, what have you been playing?
Well, I have been super busy outside of streaming lately, so not much. But Monday night's game clearing, I decided to do something special, and I hooked up the old PS1 light gun and played some light gun games.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So we ended up playing the original Time Crisis, 2 of the Point Blank games, and Judge Dredd.
I've never seen Judge Dredd actually.
He is bad.
I like
Is
the
it?
movie Dread.
Yeah, it's real bad.
The movie's good.
Aesthetically, imagine it was based on the Stallone Judge Dredd movie,
Probably.
but like they got Littlefinger from Game of Thrones to be Judge Dredd.
Oh man.
Honest to God, like I don't know who the actual actor was, but it sounds a shit ton like him.
Okay. This is not a new game, right?
No, this is PS1.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah, the Judge Dredd game was awful. It crashed halfway through the game.
Okay.
We were blowing up things too much, and it just crashed. The first stage that we played, it took a minute to load the actual end of stage, and we thought it just crashed. And it just got to a point where it was just taking a while to load.
Okay. Was this the worst light gun game you played that on Monday?
Yep, easily.
Okay.
Like you had 3 lives, you just didn't get any feedback how you got hit. You couldn't avoid being hit. People that you were supposed to, or robots you were supposed to shoot, look like robots you weren't supposed to shoot. Just a bunch of weird ass shit like that. Things would blow up and make it look like they're dead, but they weren't. So you had to keep shooting them. You had a screen clearing move you could fire off, but if you did that and any civilians were on screen, they also died. So you got penalized and lost health. It was just
Wow.
really bad. The only good thing about it was the FMVs, which were like, looks like they actually put effort into. The costumes looked nice. The actors were and like I said, Dredd was not very good, but like that was probably the best part easily. That's where the budget went.
Is it just scenes from the movie?
No, it's like
Okay.
an original story.
It's its own thing. Does he say "I am the law" at some point?
Oh yeah, a couple times. Even
Okay.
when you continue, he also does that.
Good. That's the best
Yeah.
part of Judge Dredd.
But he like whispers like, "I am the law."
Okay. He doesn't yell it.
No,
Well, in the movie Dread, he does, and that part's
I
pretty
know,
good.
and in the Stallone movie, he does it in both.
Okay. I haven't
It's really
seen
good.
the
It's
Stallone
good in both.
You've never seen the Stallone one? Oh
one.
man.
No, I've only seen the new one.
Oh.
You will appreciate the modern Dread a lot more if
Oh,
you watch
yeah.
that. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Modern Dread is a much better movie. Time Crisis is Time Crisis. Everyone's played a version of it, I feel like. It's the
Yep.
one where you have like a pedal where you have to like step on it and then you're out of cover.
Yep.
And then go back into cover to reload. Had a weird bug with my copy of the game. where I couldn't shoot the top bar of the screen, and there was a guy in that range I just could never hit. So basically, the game became unwinnable.
Great.
Nice.
It ends up, it was just a weird glitch with like syncing the gun comm. I couldn't understand why, but I figured it out after stream.
Well,
But it was still better than Dread.
Easily.
Dread.
Hands down. Yeah, because the
Okay.
actual game itself is good. Point Blank, though, is my favorite. Point Blank is, if you never played it, is an arcade series, like light gun game minigame collection where you test your skill and aim. So they'll be like, all right, you have one shot, shoot this quick flying UFO. You have one bullet, pop 3 balloons at once. You have unlimited ammo, shoot down 100 targets. Shoot down this moving car with 50 bullets. Like just weird things like that.
Okay.
Save the 2 main characters from people throwing torches at them, stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
they're
good.
fun.
I'm so glad it's as good as I remembered it being. Highly recommend. If you're into light gun games, dear God, play the Point Blank games. Other than that, it was just standard things. Wednesday we did Fortune Cookie High Risk, and then Saturday we did regular Fortune Cookie. But I want to talk about one game in particular on Fortune Cookie. I normally don't.
Okay. All right.
Quarterback Attack, the professional quarterback simulator for the Sega Saturn. This is an FMV game where you play as a quarterback for for a generic football team. And
so is it like from behind, or are you getting? Is it like first person?
It's first person for most of it, and then when you get ready to like throw the football to like for a pass, like the camera snaps behind you.
Okay.
But like you have like people on the other team that are kind of jump scaring you before they sack you.
Dude,
It's just
scaring you.
I'm seeing
There's
a
no other way to describe
screenshot of a first person like with the helmet bar in the like
Is it this one with the 88 guy in front?
Yeah, probably.
Is that the screenshot you're looking at, Paul?
No, I'm looking at a different one.
Oh, okay.
But okay, yeah, it's probably the same. I just saw the 88 one. This is amazing.
And there's a guy number 88 like just kind of jumping right at you.
Yeah.
He looks like he probably came from the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the jump scare. Like if you throw it the wrong time, he catches the ball and then you lose yards. Blah blah. It's ridiculous. And when they sack you, like they trash talk you. Like one guy from the other team comes up and says, like, "You're garbage. Like it's what you are. You ain't nothing." It's just so beautiful.
And this is amazing.
This looks ridiculous. Yeah.
So apparently this is also on iOS and Android.
Oh
Wait,
man.
what?
Okay, I gotta look.
Yeah.
This up.
So people found this out last night. Apparently, like a year or two ago, it got put on iOS and Android.
I gotta look at this up right now.
Why?
I don't know. It's like $9 Canadian, $7 American.
On iOS?
Yeah.
That is crazy. It is $7, which is insane. At that price, this is like a premium iOS game.
And it is a port
And
of
it
a
stars.
Sega CD.
Okay, the full name of this game is Quarterback Attack with Mike Ditka.
Yep. Coach Mike Ditka is like the main coach.
Oh my god, and he's got his shitty mustache. I'm looking at screw up and get Ditka in your face. It literally says that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You might even say that on the Saturn case, actually.
This
No, it
game is
doesn't, actually.
this game is 1.6 gigs.
Wow. Wow. Saturn discs weren't even that big.
That
Jesus.
might actually be the biggest game I would have downloaded on my phone. I'm putting this on like my wish list for if the sale ever pops up.
That's hilarious. Holy shit. The game is bad, unsurprisingly, but
Yeah.
So it's not worth $7.
no, not even.
Okay, well, like I said, when it goes on a sale,
I'm surprised it's so fucking big, though.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
surprised it's so expensive.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
really want to get their money's worth out of that footage, I guess.
I can't believe that's actually out on a device that I currently use all the time.
That's kind of why I had to bring it up. Like, because
Yeah.
I think it was originally on the Sega CD, then it got a Saturn port, and now it's on phones.
Great.
That's all I played.
Cool. Well, while Sean's in a coma, let's move on to the news.
I was trying to see like if this game has ever gone on sale or something, and I don't think the mobile site tells me that.
I mean, they don't need to go on sale.
No, it has never gone on sale since it has come out.
Yeah, they don't need to go on sale. They have that star quality about them.
This thing came out on Christmas of 2016 on the phone.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god!
It's
Wow.
December
been out for
25th.
What
a
a
while.
Christmas gift to the world.
No kidding.
Amazing. Yeah, news. Let's talk about it. Most of the news this week is that there's like 1,000 free games for May.
All right.
Let's just go into those ones.
Okay.
List of games coming to the Xbox Game Pass. So if you guys still have Game Pass because you picked it up for
I forgot to cancel it, so I
Sea of
do.
Thieves. Yep. Here's the games you're gonna get
Okay.
next month. State of Decay 2.
Oh, yeah,
Which-
I'm in.
That'll be a good one. That was one of the ones they were definitely touting.
Yeah,
when they
I'm
had
excited
kind
for
of
that one.
Yep. So that's May 22nd. You're also going to get Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. No one cares about that. Laser League. I don't know what that is.
Laser
Some
League.
kind of-
Sounds familiar.
For something like a Lightspeed arcade multiplayer shooter like no other. All right, whatever. It's making its console debut on Xbox One. Overcooked.
Okay.
Which
Mhm.
the game is absolutely like fantastic. That might be one of my favorite couch co-op games.
Yeah,
The Escapists,
very good game.
Homefront: The Revolution. So if you want to play, that's the sequel, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that is
Wanna
not
play this?
that's not a good game.
Unmechanical Extended, and Sonic and Knuckles.
Fuck yeah, Sonic and Knuckles. Woo!
So those are your free games if you have Game Pass.
Not
So
bad.
I'll check some of those out.
Yeah,
I might play some Homefront: The Revolution just to see it.
might as well.
For PlayStation Plus,
Oh god.
you get Beyond Two Souls,
Yeah,
which is really
great.
good timing because I'm pretty sure next month is
Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit. So you can check out Beyond Two Souls, and then you can play Detroit, I guess. Rayman Legends. Those are the PS4 games. Risen 3, Eat Them, King Oddball, and Furmins. Which I don't know what most of those are. Rayman Legends is good.
Rayman Legends is good. Prison 3
Beyond
is
Two
okay.
Souls is, I think it's worth seeing. I think it's worth playing a bit.
Fuck is Eat Them?
I have no idea.
I can't really tell from this either, so.
If you have Twitch Prime for May, you're going to get Gone Home, Psychonauts, which I was actually thinking I should play Psychonauts because I never have. And now that I have, and the Rhombus of Ruin just came out.
Oh.
And I have a VR headset, so I can play that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe play some Psychonauts. High Hell, I Hope, Cluster Truck, and Titan Souls.
I feel like they already gave Titan Souls away before. So, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but they only used to give away one game at a time before, so
Yeah.
now they give away like 5 or 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
And why isn't this one a hyperlink? Games with gold. The free games are Super Mega Baseball 2 and Metal Gear Solid 5 on the Xbox One. And the 360 games are the Sega Vintage Collection, Streets of Rage, and Vanquish.
Okay.
Well, one of those is excellent.
I hear Vanquish is awesome. I never played it, so maybe now I'll play that.
Yeah, you should.
All right, Sonic Mania. We got some release news about it. It's going to be coming out July 17th. I know there's like boxed copies and whatnot. If you already have a copy of that game, the upgrade edition is $5. The DLC.
That's not bad.
Cool.
Stuff. I don't even remember what's in this. What does it include? 2 new playable characters: Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. On Encore mode. Are you guys gonna get this and play the new stuff?
Maybe.
For $5, probably.
I never finished the first one. I always wanted to go back to it.
Hmm.
All right, in some bigger news, Valve bought Campo Santo.
Oh, okay.
If people don't know, Campo Santo, the developer behind Firewatch,
Yeah.
and the upcoming In the Valley of Gods, I think is the name of that game. Double check on this site. In the Valley of Gods.
In
Yeah.
the Valley of Gods, yeah.
Yeah. Firewatch, great game. Love that game. So yeah, Valve purchased them. They're moving their studio up to Seattle. So Campo Santo will no longer be in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area.
Right.
They said on their website that it's good from both sides. They're all real excited about it. In the Valley of Gods is going to still be coming out. It'll like be under like a Valve name.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the question is kind of like what happens after that. Like Valve's not really, they don't really make games anymore.
Valve
But
actually
maybe
announced like a week ago that they are starting to make games again.
And you think this is a part of that?
It might be. Yeah. They're like, hey, we like those guys. Let's just buy that. That's easy.
Yeah, I think a lot of Valve's like head writers left recently.
Yeah.
So maybe they are looking to pick up, maybe they were into Campo Santo's writers. They liked what they saw.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a move towards that as well.
Yeah, but what are they going to start making again besides that Artifact game?
Yeah, which that one definitely does not need writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is obviously Half-Life 3, right?
Finally.
They're going to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, no. Definitely not. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of a weird thing. I hope these guys don't just get like absorbed into the behemoth that is Valve and we never hear from them again.
I mean, they probably are. Though, like, for real. True, they got to expand on Dota lore for sure.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see how that works.
Yep.
And you guys, this came out like right after we finished last week's podcast, but Puzzle Fighter Mobile is getting shut down.
Yep.
Didn't this thing just get released?
Not even a year ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know you guys got it first.
Oh,
I remember playing it as early as September.
Right.
We got it a lot later. I thought we got it in maybe December.
That sounds right. I think that's when the worldwide launch was.
Worldwide in late November.
Okay.
It is getting shut down. Let's see. It'll be removed from the app stores on July 1st, while the game's servers will shut down at the end of that month, and Capcom will end in-app purchases. They did last week on the 23rd, so you can't buy anything anymore. Existing players are getting 10,000 in-game gem currency.
Yep.
And making characters Regina from Dino Crisis, Dr. Wily from Mega Man, and Ada Wong from Resident Evil available for free.
Yeah, they broke their game.
They also put the soundtrack on SoundCloud, if you want to listen to that.
It's not hard to break something that was already broken, Paul.
True, but the reason they broke the game is giving 10,000 gems to people that have been playing makes it so you actually just can't play that game anymore. Because
here's the thing. Like, there was already like a meta in that game.
Oh,
the
for
meta
sure.
in that game was already ridiculous. That's actually why I stopped playing, because I didn't want to have to learn, didn't want to have to play a very specific way, because that stopped being fun for me. But really, it just sounds like it's just another problem that game had.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of my question is, did you guys like this game? Were you playing it still?
I used to like it. I was playing it a bunch until like November, when the meta just became ridiculous, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, just this last month, I played it every day, very regularly. So that's why I was like, of course they announced this. As I start ladder climbing.
Yo, what other characters did they end up adding? The last character I saw added was like Dante and Blanca, and I guess Jill.
Oh my god. There's so many fucking characters in that. I couldn't even tell you what was new. I can load it up.
I guess I could also just load it up as well.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, it's a bummer, because I was actually legitimately trying to, like, ladder climb, and it was okay for a while, and then it's like, oh, your opponents just got, like, 10,000 gems to upgrade their attacks. It's like, oh, well, I don't have characters, so I can't do anything, I guess. Okay.
I can't play the game. I tried clicking the game, and it says application not installed, so I can't turn on Puzzle Fighter anymore.
Okay, fair enough. I thought that game was fun. It was fine.
I don't know why it's not working.
That's super weird.
It was downloading updates as recently as like 2 days ago.
Yeah, probably like removing features.
Like the ability to work.
I'm going to read the end of this article. Capcom Vancouver, the developer of Puzzle Fighter, is moving on from the mobile game to dedicate its focus to the Dead Rising franchise, according to a post on Capcom Unity. Capcom has not officially announced a new Dead Rising game, but a report from Kotaku earlier this year indicated the studio was working on a sequel.
Yeah, after the major cuts they had, they
Right.
lost a lot of staff. They ended up
I
just
hope
focusing on Dead Rising.
Man, I'm just like not excited for another Dead Rising like after 4. If they make a Dead Rising 5, I would hope it's like quite a change. Like they really mix some things up.
Hmm.
I thought 4 was kind of just like a bummer.
Oh. I've heard that from a few people.
I liked aspects of 4, but there were some really stupid ideas in 4, like hiding the real ending behind DLC, paid DLC, and the DLC ending actually probably being worse than the actual ending of the normal game was.
Yeah, no, I remember like them taking away like the timer, and they did that in 3 as well, though, right?
No, 3 had the timer. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
it was a lot lighter. You could pick like difficulty settings, which dictated how much time you had, basically.
Okay, yeah, and I feel like that just kind of turned it into like a generic open world zombie game, and it wasn't like unique anymore.
Yeah, the timer really defined that series for better or for worse.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
There's a lot of things in 4 that I was like, all right, this is a good idea. That's a bad idea. It just kind of kept going back and forth on.
I might argue that Case Zero is the best Dead Rising game.
We've had this discussion multiple times.
We have definitely had this discussion before.
All right, last little bit of news is Nintendo has a new president.
Yep.
I'm gonna attempt this name. Shantaro Furukawa.
Hmm.
He was a board member for the Nintendo Company and Pokemon Company. As current president, Kimishima is stepping down.
Yep.
I've
46 years old.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add to this, but that's the thing that happens. New businessman. Business.
Yep.
In more interesting news, a Game Gear title entered the NPD numbers for Q1 2018.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Yep, one copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was somehow sold at retail this year.
Wait, what?
Yep,
That's amazing.
a new copy. It's not aftermarket, gray market, eBay, or used game. 26-year-old packaged goods. People are assuming that this might have been from like Toys R Us going out of business, and one was like found like behind a shelf or something, maybe.
Huh. Okay.
That's
hilarious. That's really good.
This is a kind of a really funny thing.
Wow. I have so many questions that I know you can't answer, Sean.
Yeah, right.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
That's the thing is no one really knows what's behind this except for just like when looking through the NPD numbers, there was a 1 beside Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear.
That is amazing. Hell yeah.
Which that's just kind of funny, but hey, good for it.
Yeah.
Good for it. That's funny. With that, let's move on to some questions. If people want to send in questions, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, our Discord channel or server or whatever, and John's P.O. Box.
I'm going to start this off because we have episode names.
Oh, okay. Great.
All right. So, thank you again to VGC Kenny. February 22nd, you're third wheeling your Rainbow Six Siege date.
Oh, man.
Wait, what date was this?
Rainbow Six Siege date.
This was February 22nd, he said.
You're third wheeling your Rainbow Six Siege date. I know that Rainbow Six Siege had an update that had the like Left 4 Dead type gameplay where you could only play with 3 people. So I'm assuming that's the context.
I don't remember this conversation.
All right. The context is... Okay. Paul was complaining about games with 3-player multiplayer such as Rainbow Six Siege, and Sean said that a use for that is to be a third wheel on a gaming date.
I don't remember saying that at all, but okay. All right.
Okay. I'm going to count that as a half win, because I knew the context, but I didn't know what the hell. March 1st. We still young.
What?
I don't know. I
He's
think
still
Paul
young.
said this, but I don't remember what this was about at all. March 1st?
Yeah, March 1st.
No idea.
When... John, when did you start getting the Tommy Wiseau The Room stuff? Was that a line from The Room?
Maybe.
The letters.
Maybe. I don't know. It
'Cause
could be.
that doesn't sound like anything any of us would say. We still young.
Again, I still think Paul said it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Context. Everyone's favorite letter writer starts the 2018 season strong by not only printing the script of The Room on the back of the letters, but also giving us great Tommy Wiseau quotes, such as this one that comes from an interview where he said The Room stops crime.
What? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all. We still young doesn't sound like anything we'd say, so
Okay.
I was just
I think you got it though, Paul. You guessed the script. The Room script.
March 8th, the real Bowser's Inside Story.
I think I said this. I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was about. We must have that must have been around the Nintendo Direct where they announced that they're remaking that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember what I was saying was the real Bowser's Inside Story.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. Context is, you guys were goofy on the fact that Inside is teaming up with Real Doll for something next year, which is also when the Bowser's Inside Story remake is happening, so you just combine the two.
Okay. Yeah. Now I remember that.
Yeah, that's a loss for us, but yeah, that's funny. March 15th, he couldn't make Smash this year.
He couldn't make a Smash this year.
Make Smash this year.
I don't know. This is either like a character's not in Smash, or they're not going to make.
Or
they're not gonna
Sakurai
release
wouldn't be
it.
available for Smash. Something.
Okay. Context is, the reason Geralt is in Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't make Smash. Sure.
Yeah, okay. March 22nd. I don't like it when you refer to it as your hole.
I don't know what this was about. I feel like I said something and then one of you guys said that.
That sounds
to me.
like something that Paul would say to you.
I think Paul said this to me. Yeah.
When were you talking about your hole?
Hole. Is this maybe I was talking about Donut County?
Yeah,
'Cause he
totally.
plays a hole.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
I agree. Context is Paul being uncomfortable with how Sean describes Donut County.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it.
All right. March 30th. Have some class and eat 40 hot dogs.
That's when I think that's when we were talking about WiiWare games, the food eating competition game.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah,
Who said this one though?
probably you.
I think it was-
Probably you.
Yeah.
I think it might have been me.
Yeah, it
Have some
sounds like
class
you.
and eat 40 hot dogs. Sure.
Context. John was talking about the WiiWare title, Major League Eating, the game, and Sean said that the contestants' behavior was unprofessional.
Right. Because don't they like cheat and stuff?
Yeah, you can burp in people's faces and fart and stuff.
Come on.
That
Come on,
is
guys.
super unprofessional.
Stop
for sure.
cheating. Stop cheating.
Exactly.
Stop
So-
cheating at eating.
These two are for you, because I wasn't here for them. April 12th. I think he just turns into a cactus.
That's us talking about Shaq Fu too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Context is John was talking about Shaq Fu 2, and one of the powers in the game is Shaq turning into a cactus. When asked why, John thinks it just happens.
Yeah, apparently we got an explanation for it off of Twitter the next day.
Oh yeah, we did. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a reference to a different movie or an interview or something.
Yeah, reference to like when he was in Phoenix, he's like, "Oh, there's only the desert, so I guess I'm turning into a cactus or something like that."
Yes,
A
you're right.
cactus.
A cactus.
Oh, God. All right. So April 19th. Oh, I would have been here for this one, right? Yeah. Oh, hi, Bagel.
Yeah,
I think Bagel showed up on the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, more than likely, Bagel showing up on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mixed with Tommy Wiseau's Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, doggy.
And I think that was you that said that specifically, Sean.
I said, "Oh, hi, Bagel."
I'm pretty sure
maybe.
you did.
Maybe it was just like at the same time as he was reading letters or something.
Context.
Right.
While John was going through letters, Bagel showed up, and John said, hi. Oh, okay. Because the room was a theme in the letters, everyone started making room references with that. Okay.
Nice.
I'll count that as a win. Thank you very much for writing in, as always.
Yeah, so I loaded up Puzzle Fighter, and wow, they had added a lot more characters than I realized.
Okay.
When I stopped playing, they didn't have Devilot and Beautiful Joe, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's like a Alistair, and there's like another one or two more that weren't in there besides the 3 they just added.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a shame. It looks like they were still actually working on that and trying to fix the balance. So
Yeah. I mean, it felt fine when I was playing it until it wasn't that one fateful day where everybody got way more powerful, and I did not.
I'll read this first one from Naxius. What are some games you don't personally like, but think are good anyway?
Oh.
Souls games.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd say like a lot of horror games that people talk about.
MMOs.
Sure. I'm trying to think of some big franchises specifically.
Yeah.
Monster
Last of
Hunter.
Us.
Yeah, okay. You said Last of Us. I like Last of Us.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, I feel like with that game, it turned. I feel like, or at least a lot of like the game critics I follow, that game just completely turned, and everyone hates that game.
Oh, actually, Jay Linebeck has it. Overwatch. I hate it. I started to hate that game so fucking much, but it's still good.
I haven't played in a while, but I mean, I still like that game.
Fair. PUBG.
That's a good. Yeah, I'll say PUBG myself. I don't really like it, but it's obviously good for sure. John, do you want to take this next one?
All right, next one comes from Kimberly, who says, "What is the most ridiculous thing you've ever eaten?" This question is inspired by the ice cream sandwich I ate, which was cookie dough ice cream sandwiched between a chocolate chip cookie and a funfetti cookie with Oreo pieces around the sides. I've probably hit my sugar quota for the rest of the year.
Jesus.
Most ridiculous thing.
Most ridiculous thing.
Oh, it's easily the KFC Double Down.
I've had one of those. Yep, it's pretty silly.
I have not.
Yeah.
Do they still do those?
No, because it's a stupid idea.
No, they have the waffle down now.
Yeah, they have the waffle down.
Two pieces of chicken with a waffle inside.
Duh.
Okay. Maybe at Tubby Dog, maybe the A-bomb.
Yeah, pretty much anything Tubby Dog related would probably be an answer.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Tubby Dog makes just silly hot dogs, and the A-bomb, I think the A-bomb's like their big one, and it has like a fried egg and like bacon and like a slice of ham and just cheese like all over it. And it's,
Is that the one that also puts like Captain Crunch on it, or is that a different one?
I think that's a different one because I've never had Captain Crunch on it. They have a bunch. They have like one with seaweed and stuff on it. Trying to think what else. My mom was visiting this last week, and she brought me some Japanese Kit Kats, or I guess Japanese Kit Kats, from when she was in Taiwan earlier this year, and she brought me. These aren't crazy, but orange Kit Kats, or no, abundance of mandarins Kit Kats. That was the name of the flavor, and the other one was it was like tropical pineapple Kit Kats. Which orange is not super weird because there's like Terry's chocolate oranges, but I haven't had chocolate pineapple stuff, and that one was fine.
Cool. Great B-Man says, in less than a week, I've already seen some impressive Labo creations, from music remixes to new instruments and even whole games. I don't have one myself, but seeing these over Twitter and forums has tempted me. I want to know what are some of your favorite creations you've seen with Labo, if any. I have not seen any, honestly.
Maybe not my favorite creation, but it's pretty funny. Someone programmed a screen where you just pressed a bunch of buttons and it played a bit from All-Star. And then once you played the correct notes from All-Star, one of those RC cars with Shrek's face came into view on the shot.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice. I've only really seen like music creation stuff, which is not like super crazy.
The Labo knife fights are also pretty good.
What are the Labo? Is that like two RC cars going against each other?
Yeah, with knives attached.
Okay, knives. Because there is like an actual like battle mode where you have to try and like flip them, I guess.
The sumo mode, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure there's some crazy stuff coming for sure. Last question comes to us from Deku Hayes. If you three were trapped in a bunker in an apocalyptic scenario and you were able to bring one video game each, which one would you pick? Would you be selfish and bring a single player game or a multiplayer to play along, or what else?
Do we have internet in this bunker? Like, are there...
I don't think so. It's an apocalypse.
Okay, so basically everything that requires DRM is gone.
Let's assume for the sake of argument that there's no such thing as DRM.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's fine. I just mean like you can't play like an MMO with all your other friends around the world.
Yeah. You can't download Mario Maker stages, stuff like that. Like anything that requires like access to a
so like
server.
if you were
Mario
playing it
Maker
on the
would be
DS.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Sick burn. Mario Maker would be a good one. Now that I think about it, though.
If you knew the end of the world was coming, you could preload it.
Oh my god.
That's true. Yeah, you could. I guess anyone with like a good like level creator in there would be pretty fun.
Hyrule Warriors
Tetris
is a good answer.
Tetris.
You're gonna bring Tetris?
Mm-hmm.
Tetris, yeah. Tetris is good. Yeah, I want to say something like P-Cross, but when you're done those puzzles, that's it, man.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
You get no multiplayer? You guys wouldn't do a multiplayer one?
Tetris.
Tetris with them? Okay, Tetris, sure. I was trying to think like maybe like the Jackbox games or something like that. But eventually you would see only the same like questions again, right?
Yeah.
I guess unless it was one where it was all about user submitted responses. Yeah, it might just be Tetris. Yeah, Tetris would be a pretty good one.
Tetris is a good one.
Maybe Puyo Puyo Tetris, so I can have the best of both worlds.
Mm.
That does it for emails.
Yeah.
Or questions. If people want to send them in for next week, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, the Discord channel, and John's P.O. Box. What was the best game you played this week?
God of War.
Point blank.
Yeah, mine's God of War. Easily. All right, with that, if you're a high-ranking backer, we are going to be going live shortly with the Contradiction episode of TDP Plus. And that for every other backers, that should be out tomorrow, along with this episode's archive. And thanks to everyone who voted for May. The game that won, which we'll be playing next month in May, is Celeste.
Hooray!
Game
Mine.
one. Yep. And Paul, do you want to talk about the survey?
Yeah, there's a survey for people to give us feedback that you can go fill out. Probably takes like a minute or two. And yeah, would appreciate it.
Pretty
if-
sure we tweeted it out, right?
We tweeted it out. We only tweeted it once, honestly. And it was like during the middle of the day. So I'll probably tweet it out on the account again when this episode goes live next week there. But yeah, if people wanted to fill that out, just let us know how we're doing and things we could improve on, things you like, all that sort of happy bullshit so we know where we stand. That's usually just good for us to know where we stand with people listening, basically. And I'd like to do something for the patrons specifically, but not exactly sure what yet. So stay tuned for that if you are a Patreon backer, I guess.
Cool. All right. That's it for this episode. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everyone. And see you later.
Bye.
Bye.